Hello, welcome to my tube. My name's Margie. I'm Hyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Today, all in all, it's a pretty cool day. There's some storms going on over here. We got some cumulus nimbus clouds over here. It's supposed to storm this afternoon. It's super pretty. Thought I'd come out to the park. I'm like, what the hell is this over here? Look what, instead of maintaining the bathrooms, this is what freaking cities do. Look at this thing over here. Do you see that? You see that? Right there? It's a freaking trailer with restrooms on it, parked right next to the public restrooms. I'm telling you, man, these cities are run by freaking idiots. They are. If they had people with any kind of sense in positions of authority, the world would be a much better place. But since everybody's related and everybody, their buddy has to give them, somebody has to give their buddy a job, doesn't mean their buddy is good at the job, and we got a whole world of it. So, let's see, are people becoming the best versions of themselves? Doing all that they can to create peace inside themselves so that when they meet calamity externally, they're going to be all right? Everybody doing that? I'm going to have to say no. Some people are. We got to give credit where credit's due. And there's a lot of people, good people left in this world that are trying real hard to make it a better place. But gosh darn it, if we can only get through those little itty bitty egos that are impeding the progress, those retards at the top with the bad ideas, we need to get them out of there, man. And the thing of it is people don't get it. Elections, they they didn't turn out what people intended. That's not what they're supposed to. Even if you induce the idea of fraudulence in the system, then people aren't going to have faith in the system. I was talking about this a few years ago. Before it was after DT was elected. But it was for I was talking about the next election. And we all know what happened there. So, people want something, they'll take it. They'll cheat and they'll steal. And I've seen it my whole entire life, man. The lengths that people go to just make other people's lives miserable is a reflection of how miserable they are in their life. It's true. Well, the withholder. I could help all these people. I just don't want to. I know that heart space. I'm related to it. My brother. It's freaking hilarious. I don't even know how we came out of the same womb. Except that our faces look a lot alike. But I assure you, our heart spaces are very much different. And we came from the same place. I read this the other day on Facebook. Let's see if I can find it. I think I got a screenshot of it. How long ago was it? Hurt people. Wait a minute. Hurt people. No, that's not the right one. Oh, here it is. I found it. Both narcissists and empaths suffered from early childhood trauma. The empaths took that pain and became more compassionate, not wanting others to suffer the same fate they did, while the narcissists got angry and decided to take their anger out on the world, even vowing to put themselves first. Empaths were strong enough not to let the trauma destroy their goodness, while narcissists were weak and let their trauma overcome them. That was something by Maria Consiglio at Understanding the Nart. I didn't even know what these were. Narcissist, all that stuff. I just know that I know how my whole life I've known that I can feel how other people feel. And when people are in pain, it hurts me, and I want that pain to stop. So I'm going to do whatever I can to ease somebody's woes, you know. And people like to watch people suffer. There ain't a lot of people like me that want to keep people from stopping the cause of pain. Because a lot more people profit from that pain. Because from that pain derives dis-ease. And then when you get enough dis-ease, that transfers literally into disease on a cellular basis, which makes people sick to perpetuate the idea of making people better. But they just want to jack you up with enough freaking stuff under the kitchen sink, you know. It'll take you for all you're worth, because you keep jacking yourself and your body up with all that crap that they tell you to take, you know. Because they get paid to tell you to take it. Not that it has anything to do with health or wellness, you know. The Hippocratic Oath, they sold out, man. All these doctors sold out. If I walk into a doctor and this guy's freaking like grossly obese, you don't know about health, and you ain't doing your medical practice right. You're a hypocrite. You ain't in it for health. You in it for the money, yeah. We're coming to a world that people are losing people. They're losing, you know, they're shifting their ideology, and they're finding their priorities in life. They are. You know, there's a lot of people lost family this last year, you know, and did they use that as an example? Say, hey, this is what happens when you're unhealthy, so I better put some more effort into my physical well-being. Did people do that? No. Not so much. A couple of people that I watch, you know, I saw that they took this opportunity to go positive, to go higher, you know. But it takes discipline, and look around how many people don't have discipline. People aren't disciplined. People just go around doing whatever they want whenever they feel like. That's what the Lucy fairy tale theater is. That's all it is self-will run riot. People going around doing whatever they want to all the time. They don't care about nobody else. It's all about them at all times. I've had periods in my life where I was like that. It wasn't too long ago. I'd been sober for 14 years, 10th of June 2002. And then I was like, it was all a bunch of crock. You know, not that I believe that Alcoholics Anonymous is a cult. There are a lot of people that are of the opinion that it is. I still believe that freaking, you know, I don't know, I heard too many stories about people telling other people's secrets. Made me leery to tell people mine. And then now I just tell people all my stuff. Because people need to learn how to get past the things that have happened in their life. Not ignore it. Not pretend like it never happened. I got told that by my brother. That never happened. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, dude. Except it did. But, you know, it's their word. It's he's a lawyer. It's all about word salad with him anyway. Yeah. So, what else is going on? Talked to a young man at Wally World today who was going off to college in 2 days, and in order to you know, it's not like he's paying, you know, he's going to be paying these student loans forever anyway, but in order to go to school, there's no condition. Either you do what we say, or you don't get what you want. That's what this country's really founded on. And if people talked about it like how it really was, things would be a lot different. But they live in this false reality. The majority of the percentage and it's all driven by the calendar. If we distract people by just focusing on the same holidays every year, that if they're looking at these holidays, and maybe we'll throw out a movie every now and again, you know, we'll keep doing these remakes, because I mean, how many times can you do the fucking storyline of Spider-Man, right? But they keep redoing it. So people are distracted. So you don't see what's really going on in the world. And it don't have nothing to do with remakes and all this imposed storyline that people are... I mean, really? They're still freaking perpetuating this Santa Claus crap, dude? Seriously? Then you might as well talk about how vampires and freaking... all the creepy crawlies, the monsters that exist, you might as well talk about them too. But people go around saying they don't exist. There's a lot more of them than the angels on the earth. Because if there are more angels on the earth would be a much more heavenly place. But ego wins, easing God out. I see it even on my freaking feed on Facebook. I gotta stop going there, man. It's a stupid place to be, you know. The gluttony of what people have, how they're just always consuming things. You know, I look at that as a one-way energetic source with them. They're just sucking everything around them. It's them because they work so hard and they deserve so much, and consume, and energy don't work that way. You get what you get, and you're supposed to pass that on, the excess. Because there's a lot of people that are in a lot of need for a lot of things, even if it's just someone to listen to them so that their voice is heard and they feel counted. How many people don't just feel discounted? Like why should they live on this planet anyway? Because nobody cares, nobody sees them, nobody hears them. See, those are the folks I talk to. I talk to the people that these important people, you know, with the freaking 20K viewers and stuff, they wouldn't give them the time of day. You know, but even Jesus hung out with hoes and bitches and, you know, tramps and thieves and stuff like that. Because those are the minds you got to change. You know, not the ones that are all, oh, God's going to save us all. Jesus is going to come back to... whatever. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Who knows? How many people would believe that Jesus Christ was really Jesus Christ, even if he came down and sat right next to him and said, I'm Jesus Christ? They would discount him. It's fun to watch, though. It's fun to watch. Let's see what else is going on in the world today. Look at this. These city employees, they don't even got uniforms. They walk around in shorts and freaking... You got the heifers over there on the other side. It's just... They've been... Is it lunchtime? No, they've been standing there as long as I've been here. I started talking. They're longer here, so... It ain't no break time. You know, maybe they'll go freaking move turn on a sprinkler or something. That's what I'm saying. All these city and states, man, they pay themselves and they don't freaking do the work. As we could see in California, man, they've been talking forest management since I was like a teenager, you know, about how they need to manage the forests up there and let the loggers thin it out and stuff like that. And they're like, no, it's too hard, it's too much work. But we're gonna buy ourselves the trucks and all the equipment and pretend like we're gonna do that, but we're just gonna nap under a tree. And now Tahoe's getting freaking evacuated, South Tahoe, you know. It's just like that movie I don't want to talk about that movie again. I talked about it the other day when I was sitting over here. But people don't do the work. They just want the rewards. When I was a little kid, I was told that story about the ant and the grasshopper, and how the ant was always diligently working. The grasshopper's like, nah, it's cool. We'll just play and have a good time and be completely in balance. Because, you know, people that aren't disciplined, man, you ain't a balanced human being. You act like you all got it together and stuff, but that don't make you a balanced... When you can fake and pretend and lie and deceive, that don't make you a balanced human being. That makes you a cheater and a deceiver and a liar, you know. Anyway, so my train of thought derailed. So people are having an opportunity to... Some people are having their their dark night of the soul. Everybody has we all live the same experiences. That's the thing, is we all have the same experiences. They just might not be in the same order, and they might not play out in the same way. But everybody gets a chance to be really happy in life from the choices they make, and everybody has a chance in life to get miserable from the choices they make. And it was my understanding, see, when I was just like, F it, I'm gonna live for me, I'm gonna do everything I want when I want, I'm not gonna have to worry about anyone else, I'm just gonna go around, do whatever I want. My life got really uncomfortable. Like I was disconnected. Like I was separate from everyone and everything around me. And I still have trouble with the reality that I am connected. Because I'm like, how can I be like that dill hole? Because you are like that dill hole. You've been that dill hole before. That's my belief system, is everybody we meet, we got a choice to be positive or negative. I try to be mostly positive. I'm not all mostly positive. Sometimes I'm the dick in the situation. It's true. But I'll tell you what, that karma these days, that instant karma for being a jerk, is exactly, in fact, that. It is, in fact, instant. When you cause harm to other people, that immediately is coming back. Well, for me, it's coming back to me. So, one day at a time, I'm just trying to be a better version than I was yesterday. I don't always succeed. I do not. I digress. If I keep trying, I think that counts for something. I really do. So, it's a pretty day. $60,000 trucks for freaking... It's just crazy to me. Supposedly leadership is changing. I hope that they don't think it's going to happen by elections, because those are just a bunch of nonsense, man. Isn't it weird that, don't people get it? That everything, that you got what you got because of who you're related to and who you know. So I'm like, it's so funny, because for years I've known all these people that have talked about how oh so important they are. And how kind and generous and giving they are and these are the same people that I have directly asked for help for in the last couple years, and they've said no. Or no, I get slow blinks and no answers. I don't even get answers. People just ignore me. My dad used to do that. It's weird how, like, the negative behaviors I can see in other people, and I recoil. I don't want to act like that. I don't want to act like anything like my dad does. Sometimes I hear myself talking to Mom and I sound like my dad, and I quickly modify my behavior, because that guy is just one of those guys that was just a dick. He's just an asshole. He'd make fun of me and my speech impediment and stuff. One time I was like 7 years old, I was like, hey, I don't know what to call him, Mom. I don't know what to call him. Greg, Dad, Pop. He refers himself to dear old Dad, but he ain't never done me that many favors to consider that as an option. And he freaking yelled at me in the middle of Denny's, because I said, think maybe we could hang out, spend some more time with just you and me, so I could get to know you a little bit better, and he yelled at me for being selfish, and he expects me to ignore everyone just to hang out with him. For a number of years I wouldn't talk about how I felt, because it seems like whenever I did, and then years later I go to counseling and stuff. Well, you have the right to request behavior, to ask boundaries, then there'd be times I'd be like, hey, I try it. It's like I get to make declarations of things, of behaviors that I want people to treat me like. So I tried it with my brother one time. I was like, yeah, I haven't heard from you in a few weeks. You all right? Yeah, I'm good. I'm just dating this chick and this chick and this, and doing this and that. And I was like, oh, well, I was, you think maybe you could just let me know you're okay every now and again, and I get yelled at for him having a life, that it doesn't always include me and stuff like that. And I'm just like, man, if there's a jerk in the room, I know, because I was around them my whole entire life. They're always the big jerk, but they're always nice to everybody else. I would just get the big jerk. I'm tired. Just stupid stuff being made fun of, made the brunt of the joke, and then all the while my whole life, get over this, get over that, get over this. I'm like, yeah, it'd be cool, but if people still you didn't keep treating me that way. I don't even talk to my dad anymore. I get why, people don't talk to people. Sometimes it's just, hey, it's just easier not to, It's just easier not to. It causes too much angst. I was listening to this astrology talk a couple days ago, and they were talking about how more Aries are going to be cutting more people out of their lives, of which not certain. I'm like, dude, I got nobody left to cut out, dude. I got nobody left. My circle is so small. I'm waiting for people to start to come back in, and for me to find my tribe and all that, and it ain't happening. I really am starting to really just get settled with the idea that that's just not for me in this incarnation. It's just not experiences that I'm supposed to have. Those are the ones that I'm supposed to wonder about. Really? Do people have kind and loving relationships? I mean, how much evidence do you really see of that? 1 out of 100, I see a lot of people that are together with their spouses out of convenience because they don't want to be alone. They got nothing better to do. But I don't really see a whole lot of couples where people really genuinely care about one each other, and unless they look alike. Those couples are weird to me. People that look alike, you're fucking yourself, dude. Have you noticed that? No, look around. No, look around the couples that they don't evolve into looking like they pick that for a reason. When you see people that are in relationships with themselves, it's hilarious. I'm the opposites attract kind of mindset. I don't want to be around someone like me all the time. I have a hard enough time with myself. I want somebody the opposite end of the spectrum. Teach me about different things that I don't know about. To each his own. We all live, we all are on the same path. We just show up at different checkpoints at different times. Well, I better get going. I'm going to stop and get some ice, put in the AC, get home, make mom some lunch. That's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.